The formation of the Tirailleurs Sénégalais was not just a military strategy, it was a calculated tool of colonial domination. From the mid-19th century to the decolonization era, thousands of African men were recruited, sometimes voluntarily, often by force, to serve in the armies of the French Empire. Their presence shaped battles from West Africa to Europe, yet their sacrifices were largely forgotten or dismissed by the very nation they fought for. Here is 1857. The French are expanding their grip over West Africa. In Saint Louis, Senegal, colonial officers stand before a group of African chiefs negotiating a deal. "Your warriors will fight under the French flag," one officer declares. "In return, they will gain honor, wealth, and protection." The chiefs hesitate. They have seen the power of the French cannons and the discipline of their troops. Some agree, believing service to the French could protect their people. Others resist, but resistance is futile against a growing empire. Within months, the 1st Regiment of the Tirailleurs Sénégalais is formed, African warriors now fighting for a foreign king. As French rule expands across West Africa, recruitment becomes more aggressive. In villages across Senegal, Mali, and Burkina Faso, French officers arrive with lists of names. "You will serve in the army," a colonial administrator tells a young man in a rural village. "It is an honor to fight for France." Some men join willingly, lured by promises of payment, adventure, or even the dream of French citizenship. Others are forcibly conscripted, kidnapped from their homes, shackled, and marched to training camps. In dusty military camps, African recruits are drilled in European warfare. They learn to march, fire rifles, and obey commands in French, a language most of them do not understand. "You will not hesitate," a French officer shouts. "You will obey, and you will fight." The recruits endure brutal discipline. Any sign of defiance is met with beatings or worse. Yet they adapt, proving to be fierce and disciplined fighters. Before the Tirailleurs Sénégalais are sent to fight in France, they are used to conquer their own lands. From Dahomey, Benin, to Chad, they march against African kingdoms resisting French rule. In 1892, they storm the Dahomey Kingdom, facing the legendary female warriors, the Dahomey Amazons. The battle is fierce, African against African, but the French prevail. "How can we fight our own?" one tirailleur whispers after the battle. "If we refuse, they will kill us," his comrade replies. When World War I begins, France calls upon its African colonies. Over 200,000 African soldiers are shipped to fight in the cold, muddy trenches of Europe. The war in Africa was different,